5,000 likes and episode 2 will drop tomorrow. Giants are probably the most interesting team in the entire game, in my opinion. They have a stacked defensive line. They had an unbelievable draft class with a true number 1 receiver in Malik Nabers. However, there's questions on this team. Saquon Barkley is gone. Quarterback is a bit of a question mark. Daniel Jones is 27 years old and hasn't really shown to be completely elite at this point. I want to take this team over. I want to draft well. I want to develop these players, and I want to make the Giants the greatest franchise I have ever done. So guys, please kill the like button for another episode tomorrow. This is episode 1, New York Giants. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Madden 25 Giants online franchise. Guys, first thing I want to say, if you guys want another one of these ASAP, I will even try tomorrow if we hit 5,000 likes on this video. So somehow we get 5,000 likes on this video, you will have another episode drop tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so pumped to talk about this team. I'm excited to go through the roster. I'm excited to do training camp. I'm excited to kind of just show you why I picked this team and why I am so incredibly excited that I have picked this team. Ba-bam, look on the screen right now. Totally new look for online franchise. You can see preseason right now. We have training camp, upgrades, all of the above. I really like the new kind of interface. But I want to start off by kind of talking through the team, why I picked the Giants. And the first thing that I want from you guys in the comments is I want this to be something where we can kind of like figure some things out. If you think I'm playing a player that I shouldn't, you comment that down below. If you want me to trade for a player, you comment that down below. The first question I'm going to ask, players in the league that you want me to trade for. I can go approach other YouTube users. I can get on the phone. Comment down below. Who do you guys think is good value? Who I should try and get? What the Giants need? Or any comment that you have in general. Guys, it is time to go through the official New York Giants depth chart and talk about it. Okay, so I have been told that I look like Drew Lock, and I've also been told I look like Tommy DeVito. I get tagged in Drew Locks. I just kind of wanted to say that to start. But our QB1. Now, the quarterback situation on this team is one of the things that makes this team so intriguing. Daniel Jones, 87 speed, 88 acceleration, 87 throw power, 7,000 XP bar. 5-year guy out of Duke. You can see his stats coming off a year where he was hurt pretty much the whole year, but the year before he had a really solid season. I want to return Daniel Jones to kind of what he was in that season. My fear for Daniel Jones is just that he is a little bit old for his like XP bar and stuff. Like he's not old, but 27 I guess is my age. But he's not going to progress. It's a long road, especially for like abilities. He's only a 69 overall. It's hard for me to look at him and tell you that this is like the QB for the next 10 years. I don't know if I believe that. It's something that I would definitely consider picking up in the draft. But as far as the beginning of this franchise, Daniel Jones is 100% going to be our starter. Backup quarterback, we got Drew Lock him up. Now, Drew I love. I really, really, really love. However, he's very similar situation. Like it couldn't be more of a similar QB. 27 years old, 5-year vet, good throw power, moves decently, but like not really a QB of the future Madden-wise. Tommy DeVito, really good year last year, but he's a 26-year-old rookie, or he was a 25-year-old rookie. So it's like our QB room is good, it's not great. And I think what we need to be thinking about for the future, for the offseason, all that stuff, is definitely the quarterback situation. Now, let's talk running back. This is where this team gets interesting. We no longer have Saquon Barkley, which means we have to kind of find a new running back. I've always been a Devin Singletary guy. From the beginning, Devin Singletary's always been one of my favorites. Great, crazy change of direction. I like him as a running back a lot, but he's 26 years old, 10,000 XP bar. Not crazy high overall. He's probably going to be my primary back, but there's a running back that I look at this team that I'm like, dang, I really feel like Tracy could be good. And I'm going to tell you why. 75 trucking, almost 90 change of direction, okay? 90 speed, 92, 24 years old, 210 pounds. That's what I like most about Tyrone Tracy is just his size, his speed. I feel like he's kind of a good blend of all of that. And then we have Eric Gray, the 1-year guy out of Oklahoma. He's got good change of direction, and Corbin, the 2-year guy. It's going to be Singleton and Tracy, kind of a 1-2 punch. But I'm not sure what the long term is. But yeah, definitely we're going to miss Saquon Barkley. Our receiver. Okay, you got to know your neighbors, baby. You got to know your neighbors. This is the player that I am by far the most excited to see. One of the players that I think you guys are most excited to see is their first-round pick, Malik Nabers. This is our QB1. This is who Daniel Jones now has. 93 speed, 92 acceleration, 95 jumping. Like, the guy is just someone you get the ball to as much as possible. And then you even throw him the ball a little bit more. He's a 77 overall playmaker, 75 deep threat. Instantly your best receiver on the team. Absolutely love him. Now, you also have Darius Slayton. Now, Darius Slayton's in that 27. They got a lot of 27-year-old players. Darius Slayton's a very, very, very good weapon to have. He's fast. He's star dev. He's still, like, he's got a good overall. Like, you're one upgrade away or a couple of good games away from getting abilities for him. Darius Slayton definitely is a starter. But this is where this team gets interesting. There's a few players that I really like. Like, there's a ton of receivers. They could field 2 or 3 teams with the amount of receivers they have. But the player that I want to talk most about is Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt last year, I'm trying to think how his season went. I don't think it was anything yet. He had 300 yards. Giants fans love Jalen Hyatt. So I'm thinking Slayton, Nabers, and Hyatt just off the bat as kind of my starters. And then Isaiah Hodgins I really like as well, just kind of as a big play guy. Wan'Dale Robinson, I like his change of direction. That's kind of what I'm thinking at the receiver position. Tight end wise, we have Bellinger and we have Theo Johnson, the rookie. Now, Theo, it's kind of crazy that I've always thought Bellinger was kind of the future of this team. 2 years of experience. I would never have expected to be playing a different tight end, but they drafted Theo Johnson. And I look at this dude and I just think, okay, yeah, this guy's really, 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 really good. Like, he's a 4th round pick, but they've given him amazing stats. He's an 87 speed, 90 acceleration guy with 80 catching. Like, it's really difficult to not start him. He's young. He's star development. Like, he checks a lot of boxes. Daniel Bellinger is now no longer star development. So I believe Theo Johnson will be our guy. Andrew Thomas, our left tackle, is fine. Don't worry about left tackle. It's totally fine. We got a good guard, good center in John Michael Schmitz, John Runyon, and then we have Evan Neal as well. This is where Evan Neal is the one that's the most, like, baffling because he's a really good run blocker, but he can't pass block. He just can't. So I've noticed when I've used this team in the past, he's really struggled. So I've considered putting this, I don't know, it's tough. We'll kind of gauge it as we go. Defensive line wise, Jordan Phillips, Jordan Riley. This is where this team's a lot of fun. Dexter Lawrence, friend of the channel. Shout out to Dexter Lawrence. I'm trying to set up a game. Tell Dexter Lawrence he's got to play me because I know he plays these games. And he hit me up because he was watching the Road to Glory videos. So Dexter, big fan of this guy. Hopefully you see him on the channel soon. But I love him. 6'4". Like, you couldn't make a better player. You really couldn't. Like, look at him. 76 speed, 79 acceleration. He moves well. He's an X factor. He's going to be in the middle of our defense. Love it. Kayvon. 88 speed, 90 acceleration. This is where this team's crazy. Only 23 years old, but 258 pounds with that speed is bananas. Like, really, really, really like it. And then his backup is Azeez Ojulari, who also is very similar build, 24-year-old out of Georgia. Now, his overall's a little bit lower, but, like, still, you got some really good players on this team. Then, in the middle, Isaiah Simmons. Shout out to Isaiah Simmons. 92 speed, 92 acceleration. Pass coverage linebacker, probably going to be my user. I'm going to try and make him as good as well. They got Okereke, who's a stud. Like, they're everywhere. And then, don't leave yet, because our defensive line, it just gets a little bit better. Brian Burns is on this team. Which is crazy to me. To have Lawrence, Kayvon, and Brian Burns on one defensive line, that is going to be the strength of this roster. Now, DBU, also very good. Banks closed. Banks are always closed. 6'2", 205 pound out of Maryland. 94 speed, 97 excel. Very good corner. Love the fact that's good height. And that's unreal speed. Cordell Flott. He's a 70. This is where it gets a little bit interesting on this team. It's a little top heavy at DB. A lot of these guys are good. Darnay Holmes, I know Giants fans do like Darnay Holmes. He's young. A lot of these guys, like 23, 22. You got a rookie in this Phillips dude, 6 foot, future starter tag. You got Trey Ball Hawkins. I used to use this guy all the time. He was on the Titans. He's 6'3", 92 speed. I'm probably going to play him a lot. But definitely you have good weapons on the team. And then, safety-wise, new kid on the block, Tyler Nubin. think I pronounced that right. 87 speed, 78 zone coverage. 6'2" out of Minnesota. He's going to be playing up top all day. Jalen Pay the Bills Mills. And on the right side, we got the Great Dane and Jason Pinnock. So, that is our team. There's a lot that we got to talk about. There's obviously, I want to do training camp because I've heard training camp this year is a lot better. You can actually get rewards and stuff. But just to give you kind of a far away strength of this team, we got a lot of star devs. We're pretty young. The cons of this team, you could argue maybe our QB, maybe our running back. It wouldn't be a crazy argument to make. And then biggest strength by far is the fact that we have Burns, Kayvon, and Lawrence. Our front seven on defense is crazy and good DB. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Now, future, I think going into after this season 1, you could definitely say maybe I would have to consider drafting another quarterback, kind of bringing somebody in, but that's something I'm not going to worry about until I have to. Wandale, I like the new upgrade screen actually a lot. Wandale's going to be our first player to get an upgrade. He's actually sneaky with his 76 overall. So we'll always remember Wandale as being our first player that gets an upgrade. Now, I'm going to do training camp. A couple of the drills, not all of them, but I've heard the wide receiver drills can help with getting skill points. So I'm going to do a couple of these, not a bunch of them, don't worry, but just to kind of see Nabers run routes. Yeah, see, I don't know. I can just tell you right now, Nabers is going to be such an issue for these defenses. I think my plan of attack needs to be just get Nabers the ball as much as possible. Create a big-time superstar in him. Yeah, lob that up, 100 points. Because I think he's got the potential to be crazy. We'll do this. And then the other drills I'll just do. I probably won't show. But even his lateral quickness is really good. I suck at this drill though. I'm not gonna pretend I don't. I know you guys are probably watching this being like, what is dude doing? And that's exactly precisely how I feel as I'm doing this. But yeah, just his speed, everything about him I really, really, really like. And I think Daniel Jones, I'd love to see Daniel Jones in this first year just elevate. I'd like to just have a crazy, crazy, crazy year with him. But I'm probably not going to do a ton of training camp. That might be it. Well, I'll do other ones, but I'm not going to show it because I know it's boring. But hopefully we can get some skill points out of training camp. And see, boom, good workout there. Keep pushing me better. I get a skill point with him. So now I can go to Nabers because I just did that. And I get a free skill point. So I'm going to do that with a few players just development-wise. And that's a good tip that I can my first big tip that I'm giving you guys going into this year is to do training camp. Don't show it on YouTube because it's really painful to watch. But you can see we get an upgrade. Let's go through training camp. Let's go through preseason and see how this all looks. Okay, these are new storylines. New message is about my OC. I actually really like the way things kind of look in this. Ready for the press conferences. I assume they're going to ask me about position battles. They might just be careful what you commit if they do. So it looks like I have a press conference this week. My OC's kind of warning me. Oh, yeah, I'm here. Okay. Training camp week 1 press conference. I bet they're going to ask me potentially Brian Dable. You should be having a tight end position. See, this is a good storyline because I actually feel like this is probably, I'm going to give him a battle. Whoever finishes the preseason with it, that's so cool. You know what? Let's do it. Perfect. We'll check back in the video. I like that there's storylines. That's actually a good, whoever can do better in the preseason, get more yards, is going to get to be the star. So my focus players, because I didn't really talk about the first time, I want to mention is going to be Nabers, him, and Theo Johnson. Those are my 3 focus players. So those are my 3 kind of young players, hidden development, who are going to progress the best and who are going to progress the fastest. So we're going to have to wait and see who does the best in training camp. Okay, it looks like we got a defensive coordinator storyline here. And there's position battle. So heading into the team meeting room now. Be right there. You ready for this? So it looks like Thomas is going to give us a little bit of a speech here. Team meeting room. Weekful. This morning, I want you to talk about our team culture. Thanks, Brian. Our culture defines how we play every single game. What culture do you want to... This is kind of tough. Physical, explosive. See, I'm going to let Daniel choose. You're starting QB. Decide, Daniel. Penalties in an online franchise. Idiot. Frick. Okay, that's good. Play recognition. I was like, it better not be like a penalty stat. With that, we'll do our upgrades once we get to week 1. Okay, season goal for year number 1. I'm going to go 7 wins. I'm actually going to try and play. This is a really good franchise that we have right now. The guy we're playing currently, we're about to play, is actually currently the number 1 player on the leaderboards. So it's going to be a tough franchise. It's going to take a good team build to kind of get this team to where I want to be. Coach, going into the season, what area of the team are you worried about the most? Thank you for asking. I'm terrified about our offense. If I'm being completely real, that's the answer. So if the offense is weaker, what part of the defense is the strongest? Well, the defensive line. If I'm answering this, yeah, pass defense. Well, that's kind of our pass rush and stuff. Holy, she's pressing. She wants pass rush. Yeah. Our pass rush is the backbone of our defense. And I think most Giants fans would say that's going to be the case. What would a successful season look like statistically? Yeah, I would say that. I like that. I would say between Burns and him, we easily could get that. You promised you're starting to guys what you're playing. Okay, so we're kind of making full season promises as we go. Let's do our weekly strategy. We'll do our team upgrades, and then we're going to do our official... Well, I already kind of did our official depth chart, and I told you about this. We probably won't do a big depth chart thing. I'll just show you on the adjust lineup. But let's do our upgrades. Let's talk about our opponent in depth. So we're playing a guy who, like I said, he's the current... If you look at the number 1 on the Madden 25 leaderboards, he is currently number 1 on those leaderboards. We got good upgrades for these dudes because of training camp. We got an extra skill point. So with him, I'm going to go zone, +1 zone coverage again. And then I'm going to upgrade his zone coverage one more time. Play recognition and +1 zone coverage. Okay, beautiful. We have another upgrade here with Azeez Ojulari. He's somebody who, like, depending on it, like, I don't know, I think he's going into his 3rd year. He might need money after this year, which is something we're going to discuss. Probably at the end of this video, we'll go through future contracts. The better I make him, he might be trade value if he never stays. And then Kayvon's also going to get an upgrade, +1 on his speed rusher as well. Up to a 79 overall with +2 finesse moves. Let's see, Malik Nabers is going to get an upgrade. Beautiful. He's going to go up to a 79 overall. What is that going to get? +2 awareness, +1 release, and +1 short route running. So he's already almost up to an 80. Banks closed, and that's realistic because usually players get a big upgrade during preseason. Banks closed is going to get an upgrade, +2 on his zone coverage. As well as Isaiah Simmons, who's most likely going to be one of my big users, going to get pass coverage. He's young. Isaiah Simmons has always been a player that I've just been intrigued with, just because of his size, speed, everything. And in this game, because linebackers can actually do stuff, he's definitely worth, like, using and having on the field because linebackers can decleat dudes. So it's like, it's definitely worthwhile. Good upgrade for Hyatt here, and then Theo Johnson. Okay, so as far as our position battle of Theo Johnson, I think in the depth chart right now, it'll be whoever had better stats. So we'll see kind of who got the better stats in about 2 seconds here. So let's go to manage roster, adjust lineup. It appears currently it's Theo Johnson. So Theo Johnson won the starting battle. This is kind of our official lineup going into game number 1. Isaiah Simmons, obviously middle. Now let's look at the New York, or not the New York, let's look at the Minnesota Vikings before hopping into this game. The Vikings are a scary squad. They got J.J. McCarthy, Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. This is a squad. T.J. Hawkinson going up against a very good opponent. I think where we can do some damage is in the run game. I think I run the ball. The front 7 isn't crazy, and I think Malik Nabers can have a good game against this defense. Stay away from Harrison Smith. That's going to be our game plan. Guys, with this all being said, it's time to begin Giants franchise week 1 against Minnesota. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, come on, man. Giants franchise, baby. Go. Get out of there. Okay. there's nothing more beautiful than the first franchise of a Madden season. To me, there's nothing quite like it. I'm going to start off by just playing this really, really, really simple. We're going to run the ball. We're going to try our best to be as smart as humanly possible. Just hand off. Let the game kind of come to us. We don't got to attack the game. We can just let the game be the game. Daniel Jones, it looks like I'm getting man-pressed into the dirt. I got Malik Nabers on that side. Devin Singletary. Oh, my gosh!
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Okay, guys.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Let's hope that's a sign of things.
We know how hard explosive plays.
Good run for Singletary. Let's keep it up then. I'm the type of guy, if a run's working, I don't feel like I necessarily need to go crazy. And yeah, right there, Singletary again. Good 5 yards. Keep it simple. We'll get the ball to Nabers. We'll do all these things. But it's all in good time. You don't want to force it. You don't want your first drive of an entire thing to be a disaster. We want to just kind of play smart, make good, quick reads in the passing game. And just let this first game kind of happen and hope that we can win. Yep, get out of there. Commissioner Wandale, get upfield, Wandale. 3rd down and 3. Okay, so we're going to run motion. So Wandale's going to move. Hyatt's on just a super skinny post. So if Harrison goes down.
To throw, here's Jones.
I think Jones is just go. That's all right. That's okay. You know what? All part of the game plan. No, it wasn't. We were ball. I didn't really see a lot of people open. I got stressed back in the pocket. I threw a dumb read. It is what it is. Okay, defense, though, is where we shine. So hopefully our defense can make some plays here.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Jones reels it in.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, so this guy, it looks like he's coming out. He's going to be running bunch, kind of some stock bunch. As you can see, I got Kayvon, Brian Burns. I'm going to rely on this defensive line, hopefully, doing some work for us. And Isaiah Simmons, come on, it's a snuggie. Good job by the D-line.
McCarthy throwing here.
Nope. That should be. That's good. Relatively good defense.
Decent gain here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Ah, good read. Okay, so I took away his first 2 guys. He did find a way to kind of make it back to his 3rd read, though, which was impressive.
McCarthy to throw it. He's on the move.
Come here. Oh, no.
Finds a man on the right side. And they get this down to the
Darnay's
28.
there. Okay, maybe what we gotta do, we gotta start blitzing off the edge. We gotta start playing a little bit more aggressive, nothing too crazy, and kind of see how this all looks.
Looking to throw, McCarthy.
Hit him.
Good hit.
Second
And
down.
he stopped. McCarthy looking to throw.
He's got
Complete beyond the marker.
How do I
And he
defend?
works this to the 15 before they make
What
the stop.
about a little bit of match, a little bit of
And that's gonna get the
something, a
Vikings
little
the
bit
first
of,
down.
I don't know. I kind of need Burns and Kayvon to do a little, not that they're not doing a lot, but I would love for them to do a little bit more.
Now it's McCarthy.
Yep,
Into
good
traffic,
defense.
Complete.
Second down.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back.
Okay. Okay.
That one near the line, and after that it was all him.
Isaiah Simmons! There we go.
And he
Good
won't
job,
salvage
Isaiah.
that. It's a loss
Good
on the
job.
play. Now McCarthy.
Come here, Dexter. Dexter, Brian Burns with help.
And his perfect
3rd down.
stop.
Bend but don't break
So,
defense. That's how I'm kind of going into this. Bend but don't break. Find a way to get a stop on these first. I didn't think we were moving horribly on that on our drive. It just ended horribly. I know what he's going to try and do here. He's 100%. He's going to run smash return. He's looking in route to out route. Come here. And JJ's got it. Good pass defense. Okay. I don't know if that's cover 0 on Nabers. It kind of
Trying to shake off the interception.
Low key.
He's looking to throw.
lob that. Daniel.
And it's
Daniel!
complete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
Oh my gosh, Daniel.
Dice on that. Here's a give
Hand this thing
middle.
off to Tracy. Oh, I like. Okay, Tracy, good cut by him. Third down and 1. Really, really, really good cut by Tracy on that run. That's you can kind of tell when a player has really good lateral or kind of sideward quickness. That was super good. He's not pinching his line, so this ISO run should be there, and it looks like it's still going to be there. There it is. First down, well done.
Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside.
Good job, Devin. See, the run game is there for him. I might just let Daniel Jones chill a little bit. Give him maybe a bit of a day off and try and run this ball. And there that goes.
Third down from the gun.
Wandale. Let's go, Wandale. Good throw, Daniel. Daniel Jones officially checks into the game with his best throw by far. Okay. Oh, whoa. I'm going to go jet touch pass here to Malik Nabers. Just try my best. I haven't had a chance to get him the ball yet because it was an overthrow. But go. Fall forward, Nabers.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stops.
I haven't got him the chance, but like those are the type of plays that you can get a player the ball without really having to actually throw it to him and just let him kind of make cuts, let him kind of try and make a good play. This is the same play I got boxed on, but I have a gut feeling that Johnson can get open on the outside. You know what?
Rolling left, buying some time.
Yeah, first down, Daniel.
Him from the slot right.
Okay.
And they've got him behind.
I was probably trying to do a little bit too much of the same thing. I do feel like I'd rather throw the ball from here. And I feel like I kind of need to throw the ball from here. I'm going to look high to Nabers. Kind of one to the other. Yep. Know your neighbors. Not enough and not a great animation, but a good catch. Okay, third down and goal. Okay, I'm looking for Nabers here. Come on, Malik. Oh, no! No! It was there. Oh, that's a bit of a drop. Okay, the good news is, what the heck am I looking at? Oh, I'm gonna miss a lot of this year. I can just look at a meter and I can tell you how many. I can tell you 20 minimum. I'll miss 20 kicks this year. With whatever the heck this is, it's cool, but yikes. There's a lot going on. Defense, we got to be much better than we were on the first drive.
But they do come away with 3. And even though it took them a whole lot of distance to get there.
Switch stick. Late on the ball.
Back now, pressure on its way. Has the connection to Jones.
Come on.
And he stopped it from the 31.
Come here. Good job, D-line. See, that is forcing an incompletion. Oh, very, very, very close to getting to the quarterback there.
And he simply has to get rid of it.
Come here. Nope. I imagine he's going to take his points here. That would be my best prediction. Yeah, and that's a positive. We held him to 3 points on his second drive, and he was looking really, really, really strong. Yeah, come on, come on!
And now try anything. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Know your neighbors! Know your neighbors! I don't care if you're number 1 in the world. You're dumb for that. You're dumb for that man press at the end. You're dumb for that. I'm not kicking anymore. I'm not kicking. Honestly, I'm done.
Throwing from the gun.
Oh, come here.
He
was there. Shoot.
McCarthy throwing here. He's got it. Room to run. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
We can still get a stop.
They go play action on first. Tight end. First down from the red zone. Chased out to his right. It's caught. And he's going to score. Here we go. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside.
Get upfield, Tracy.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay. Now, we got 2 options right now. We can flip out, or we can throw some dots and try and make this a game. We're one
8 yards
touchdown
to
away.
go. Let's see how
And
they
yeah,
approach
things
this
are
second
looking a
down.
little bit dicey, but we're one touchdown away from being right back in this thing. So I think I just have to focus. Yeah. Let's go. Good job, rookie. A lot of potential with that guy. I think he could be a stud. Even just the way he broke that route off looks really good. Call for him.
And he's only gonna get... Here's Jones.
Neighbors, yes sir. Get upfield, buddy.
And they get
Third
him
down.
right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
They go play action here. Headed out right.
I don't know.
Be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
We're not kicking from here. That was good
a play,
defense.
Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to
Okay.
get open along their routes.
I think we're in a situation right now. I have to go for this and just hope that I can find some type of read somewhere.
He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And he's blocked out.
Oh my. Okay, clip it, please. That was gorgeous. Right over the middle to Jalen Hyatt. Yep, Devin. Guys, I'm not going home yet. I'm not going home. Great throw, good read. Defense needs to stop.
McCarthy to throw it.
Nice defense. Nice defense, Brett. Good defense, New York. Only thing I'm discouraged by is the fact I haven't got to the quarterback yet. I've been close, but I need to find a defense. Maybe that's where you guys come in, is the first big comment question of the day. I need to find a defense where I can hopefully get more pressure. Guys, just you can't let people just spin on you like that. That's just not cool. Let's try something a little bit creative here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back.
You got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Come here.
Complete out to the right side. And he'll pick
A little
up
late.
enough to move the chains.
A little late.
They just get the play off. Cut at the 10-yard line. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to score. Touchdown,
Okay, look at this. We're just get 7 again. I've honestly struggled a lot to stop this thing. I'll be the first to admit this has not been a great defensive performance, but this is a long season.
He's throwing for it.
Come here.
On the move, headed right.
Yep. Good defense. Okay. A third down and 8 here. Need something. Honestly, low key. We got speed on this team. This is what people are gonna have to learn, because it's messy, it's scrappy, but you can't play cover 0 against us. We have speed on this team. Go up top. Neighbors and Hyatt have both made them pay when they press, and hopefully we can kind of keep doing it. We're in this thing. We're one lucky random stop away from winning this. So head up, keep playing.
From the 42.
Oh.
That's Jefferson. He's got it.
I haven't even
And he gets down
gotten
to the
close to
24
a stop.
before he
What's the
stops.
move here? Am I?
They get 18 yards.
And there's
out of it,
obviously
so
some
they do 7
defensive
downs.
stuff that we got to work on.
I'm sure
But like,
coach, the play caller doesn't
the
mind.
thing is, he's going to
It's
keep
a
on
little bit easier.
passing.
You know, play
So
calling's a lot simpler and
my gut's
easier
telling me
when you count
he's
on
going
the
to keep
offense
on
to move the
passing.
chains
We
on
might
third
have a
downs.
chance.
And he gets
Like,
back to the
there's
line,
at least a
but
chance
no
he'll do something stupid. He is killing clock now, but I think
progress on first down, and that'll bring
I wouldn't
up
be
2nd and
shocked
10.
if he did something stupid.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right.
Oh my! You know you messed up.
He took a shot on the release.
He knows he messed that up.
It's incomplete.
I don't care what anyone says. He knows
Incompletion. We've got
he
third down.
messed that up.
Setting up to pass.
And that
That
drop.
one is
Fourth down.
incomplete.
Take 3.
Couldn't hang on through the
Take
contact.
3, give me a chance. Take 3, it's an 8-point game. Okay, money drive on me, money drive on 3. Malik Nabers, I need you. Daniel Jones, how do you want to be remembered? 8-point game, money drive.
It's 3 more on the scoreboard.
This is it. Takes one throw, and he's still leaving Hyatt. You know what? Throw it to the middle of the field to Hyatt. No. Come on, Jalen! He's playing stupid. I don't care if you're #1 ranked. You're playing stupid. This guy's a YouTuber, by the way. He'll be posting his perspective to this game, so make sure to go check him out. Motion. Yep.
They'll try and punch it in. In the middle hole.
He's going to
They
start
don't
using
get
his timeout.
anything
I
on
want
the
to burn
run.
those. Or do I?
Here he is to throw.
Yeah, that's easy. Nice job.
And he
Oh, gosh. Okay. Biggest play
now to throw.
of the season already early in Daniel
And
Jones.
the conversion is no good.
No,
As
I
that
need
pass
that.
falls.
In this
Oh,
defense. First and foremost,
shoot.
you gotta
That was
defend
maybe
against
should
the
have been a
on
run.
this
I was
short of
waiting
the
for
field. To
Nabers.
do
I knew
that,
that was going
and
to take a
adapt
little bit
in
of time to
to force
get to
an
the Nabers
incompletion.
lead.
Boy, that is
We're going to go
a
onside
huge
kick
win
here.
for the defense.
Kind of cross my fingers on this onside.
I think the Giants got that one back.
Stupid kicking
Yes,
back.
Giants
I can't even
football.
onside with this thing.
Wow, they're going to pass it here.
He's too
Jones
for the
reels
ball.
it in.
Good game.
And that short game
I only
is
got
enough.
2
Third and
timeouts. Good
set
game,
it
guys. Hey, that was a battle
Nice
back.
heat.
I
That
must
block coming
say,
off
we
the
actually
snap.
we
That QB's
fought
eyes, you
despite
could
not
see
having
it
much
right away.
defense.
He
It came
got
down to a
Jones checked
2-point
down in a
conversion
hurry. But Kate,
that
there's
we
the
obviously
key.
didn't get,
Quarterback
and I
and
know
running
I'm not
back
good in
have
those
to be on the
situations. If
same
I could go
page.
back, I'd probably.
You're
Oh my
right.
gosh!
You netted some positive yards.
Time up.
And the
Who knows?
defense
If he's
is
gonna call
all
plays, we can get a
over
fumble.
this one. He'll look to throw it. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
GG's. Dang, guys, good game to my opponent. Go check him out on YouTube for real. I'll leave a link down below. All love to this guy. He's currently #1 ranked in the online leaderboard. We figured him out. JJ McCarthy was a tough. I went for 2 when I probably realistically shouldn't have. Just kind of going through this game. Start off this 3rd down and 3 was the beginning of the end. I think everyone was bagged here. Like, this bet was a bad pick, but look right here. There's nobody open. So I just kind of gave my team a chance. And then we slowly started to figure it out. Like, Malik Nabers, like, this was his first big catch. Was on the sideline. He just won a battle for me, which was beautiful. Clean win. And just went up and got it, which I was pretty pumped about. Like, clearly incredibly fast, incredibly athletic, and able to make big plays downfield. That's what I got from that. Wan'Dale Robinson was solid. He made some big-time plays. I think I leave this game really pumped about the team. Like, as shocking as it might sound, I actually feel like this squad, like, look at Theo Johnson right here. That's against Lewis. Lewis Seen, 94 speed, good safety. Look at the size of him. Boom. One cut, open, mosses him. Like, he had a touchdown. He was really, really, really solid for us. Jalen Hyatt on 4th down and 7. This is a 4th down and 7 read. Drops back, Daniel Jones, time to deliver, and he finds him over the middle, and Jalen Hyatt holds on to that. I would say Jalen Hyatt was the most impressive player from week #1. Just in terms of being able to get off the ball. The catches he made were fantastic. And even in the 4th quarter, he burned his guy deep twice. I think people don't realize how fast Jalen Hyatt is. And right here was a good example. Byron Murphy, boom, burnt to the inside. Daniel Jones throws it to the inside part of the field, which is, I think, what was the most impressive. Kind of gives him a chance to run under it. Catches it and houses it. He was unbelievable that entire game. So, guys, the way I look at this one is our defense struggled. It did. We were 12 for 17 with Jones. It wasn't bad. Singletary averaged 8 for 5.7. Receiving, Jalen Hyatt had 163 yards. Malik Nabers had 58. That all was solid. It was our defense that didn't get a single stat line tonight. We had 2 TFLs from Dexter, but other than that, we didn't really do enough. So I think if you're looking for a place to be like, hey, this is why we didn't win, I don't think you'll have to look super far. Oh, with that being said, that's going to conclude week #1. Hopefully we have some people that we can kind of talk to, some upgrades. Next week we play against Jaden Daniels, so make sure to kill the like button for next week. I wonder if I can look up manage roster, re-sign players. I want to check this out before we kind of wrap up, because this is going to lead to a lot of questions. Who should I be re-signing? Let's end this video with this, and let's get some early opinions. Who of these guys, I only have 60 mil in the bank. Who of these guys do you think I should be looking at signing? To me, I see Simmons, 100%. Slayton, I'm 50-50. $11 million signing bonus. I don't know if he's worth that. And Aziz might be someone we trade. So if you think I should trade him, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Guys, tough opening week. I'm going to have links down below to all the different YouTubers who are in this. If you guys want to go watch other people's perspective of this same league, there'll be lots of videos out. But guys, with that all being said, GG's, episode 1 is over. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow if you kill the like button for the Commanders.